What's up, Heat Nation? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful cold weather. Today's topic on Miami Heat Talk: Kevin Durant or Dejounte Murray. Would you like to see either guy traded to the Miami Heat? Now, I say no, but I want us to talk about it. Before we get started, you guys, please take a moment, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys that have taken a moment to subscribe to this channel. I actually noticed yesterday, though, about 62% of people that watch my channel are not subscribed. It just takes 5 seconds to do so, you guys, and it really helps me and my family out. Again, thank you for those. Y'all the real MVP that's already subscribed. I appreciate you guys. So let's get to it. Let's get rocking and rolling on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, before we talk about these players, you guys, I just want to mention a quick thing. The Miami Heat do have a game today against the Utah Jazz. It's going to be pretty exciting because it's the second game on this West Coast trip. Miami Heat have won 4 games straight. And ironically, these 4 games have been without Jimmy Butler. So I know I mentioned my thing about load management, but we all know that Jimmy Butler performs his best in the playoffs. And with the way that Jaime Jaquez has been performing, I think it's fine to let Jimmy take a game or 2 off if it means it's going to allow Jaime Jaquez to develop more. Now, you got Utah today. They're struggling, so look for Jimmy Butler to probably not play today. You got the Clippers and the Lakers coming after these games, so we're going to need Jimmy in those games specifically. So I think he could take another game off today because you're rocking and rolling with Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. And here's the specific thing that I love. I want to see Tyler and Jaime get acclimated more together. So when Jimmy comes back, it's going to allow them to play easier together. So I'm loving this, you guys. Another thing I'm going to love seeing is in the Utah Jazz, they got Kelly Olynyk. And as you guys saw from my video that I posted yesterday, I think Kelly Olynyk would be that missing piece. Now, I don't want to trade a lot for him. I'm hoping we can get him via buyout. That's what I think the Heat should do. We should play the buyout market. I think one thing that we can really use in this roster is a guy that's anywhere between 6'10" to 7 feet tall, can hit the three-point shot, basically a younger Kevin Love. If we can get something like that to start next to Bam, it'd be perfect. I think the Heat are fine for what we have right now. You want to start Caleb Martin or Haywood Highsmith at that starting 4 position, it's fine. But when it comes playoff time, I think we're going to need something a little bit better. So, with that said, though, I do believe that the Heat are going to pull out this dub tonight. We're 4th in the East, so this is something to really be excited about. Now, getting to these topics. So 2 players that I want to talk about, like I mentioned earlier, Kevin Durant and Dejounte Murray. Why am I talking about these players? Well, recently, there's been rumors that the Atlanta Hawks are looking to possibly trade Dejounte Murray. And we all know what's going on with Kevin Durant over there in Phoenix. Phoenix isn't really winning. This whole big 3 between Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant, it's not working. As I said before the season started, when Bradley Beal got traded to Phoenix, this ain't going to work. They're 3 highly offensive-minded players. The bench is weak. It's not looking that great as we're seeing. So now the Kevin Durant trade rumors are starting again. Now I'm going to start with Kevin Durant. If this was 3 years ago, I would entertain the idea. As a matter of fact, after the 2022 season, when Jimmy Butler missed that game-winning three-pointer and Boston went to the finals, there was a bunch of rumors and speculation that Kevin Durant might be traded to the Heat because he requested either Miami or Phoenix. Didn't happen. The Miami Heat weren't willing to give up the world for Kevin Durant. Same thing we've seen in the past with Damian Lillard. Never questioned the Godfather. He knows exactly what he's doing. Why am I saying all this? Well, it's because if this was 3 years ago, I may entertain the idea. But now you got Kevin Durant, who's 35, going on 36. He signed a monster 4-year contract extension. He's making $43 million this year, injury prone, and it's not going to work with this team. First and foremost, if you're going to trade for a guy like Kevin Durant, you're going to have to give up Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., possibly Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, multiple future first-round draft picks. No. So I'm going to stop that notion right now. It's like I said in the beginning of the video. No. And I don't think the Heat could use a guy like Kevin Durant. I think we're fine the way we are. There's no way I want to give up all that young assets for a guy that can maybe help us win. I think the Heat are fine the way they are, but it's like I've said in the past. If you can make a trade to upgrade this current roster, take it without having to give up the world. So Kevin Durant is an obvious no because Phoenix gave up so much for him. So if they're going to trade him, they're going to look for the same thing in return. So no. And I don't think Kevin Durant's going to get out of Phoenix. With the whole, bro, Kevin Durant should have just stayed in Golden State. He was regarded as one of the best players in the world. He won 2 straight championships. I understand why he left. He was being scrutinized. Everybody said he can't win without Golden State. As we've seen, Kevin Durant's a dude that likes to get in his head. He left Golden State for Brooklyn to play with his boy Kyrie Irving. He got James Harden over there. Didn't work. Got himself out of Brooklyn to Phoenix. Ain't working. So you don't want that dude in your roster. I don't think Miami Heat culture would be for him. So again, no, no, no. Now, the one that I would entertain, even though I said no in the beginning of the video because I know what we're going to have to give up for him, Dejounte Murray. Now, as we know, Dejounte Murray's with the Atlanta Hawks. It's not working between him and Trae Young. So it looks like that the Atlanta Hawks are open to trade Dejounte Murray. Now, a few days ago, like 5 days ago, it was reported on Twitter, on X Twitter by NBA Central that the Miami Heat were the possible favorites to land Dejounte Murray. I saw that and I went, no, I don't buy that crap. A recent report came out that said the Lakers are the favorites to land Dejounte Murray. Now that I do see possible. I can see the Lakers get Dejounte Murray. Now, why am I talking about Dejounte Murray and why am I saying I'm entertaining the idea? Well, let's not forget where Dejounte Murray comes from. He's a guy that was picked in the lower first round. He was picked by the San Antonio Spurs. He comes from that San Antonio culture with Greg Popovich. He goes to the Atlanta Hawks. You can see his hard work and his hustle. He's 26 years old. He's lightning quick. He's great on the defensive end. He's averaging 1.5 steals a game. Dejounte Murray right now for the season, 20 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half, 45% for the field, 38% behind a three-point line. I understand that he's averaging 20 a game. If he gets traded to Miami, his scoring is probably going to drop 8 to 10 points a game. But it's what he does on the defensive end and his speed that I feel would work perfectly for this Miami Heat team. You give Eric Spoelstra a guy that can play combo guard, who's 6'5", 180 pounds, is that lightning quick, can hit the three and play defense. Eric Spoelstra will make this guy much better on this roster. Now here's the problem with Dejounte Murray and why I said no in the beginning of the video. What you're gonna have to give up for him. Dejounte Murray is making the exact same contract as Tyler Hero. The 4-year, $120 million contract. It's most likely that Atlanta's gonna want Tyler Hero in exchange. No, I'm not trading Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is coming to the same value that Jaime Jaquez Jr. is coming to. Remember when we said Jaime Jaquez Jr. was untouchable? The only way that I trade I include Jaime Jaquez in a package is if we're getting a home run smash. A guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic. You know what I'm talking about. But if it's not for somebody like that, then no. Tyler Hero, you don't trade Tyler Hero for a Dejounte Murray. Maybe a Donovan Mitchell. And when I say maybe, that's a big maybe. Because Tyler Hero, since he's been back, the last 6 games is averaging 26 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, close to 40% behind the three-point line, 48% behind the field. This dude is showing you that he's just not a good scorer. He's an all-star level player. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. are the cornerstone for this Miami Heat team moving forward. And I've said this in the past. Jimmy Butler has enough with this current roster to win. If everybody's healthy, and that's the big thing about this roster, all we need is a 100% healthy roster in the playoffs. Can't nobody touch us in a 7-game series. Am I being biased? Am I being confident? Am I being cocky? Say what you want, but I know what this Miami Heat team can do. Because last year, Jimmy Butler took an 8th-seeded squad that was depleted without Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo, and he got them to the dance. With this roster, we are so much better. Say what you want about Kyle Lowry. I understand that Kyle Lowry doesn't look good on the box score sheet stat. And I understand for $30 million with what he's doing this year, it's annoying. But I'm telling you right now, if Kyle Lowry was making $10 million, nobody would have complained about him. So here's what I'm going to say, Heat fans, about Kyle Lowry. Don't look at the contract. Look at what he does out there. Look at the fact that he is an amazing leader. He's an amazing quarterback. He doesn't need to score. What he does out there doesn't show in the box score stat, and he's going to help us in the playoffs. He did it last season. In the 2023 playoffs, in the series against New York and Milwaukee, you saw true value from Kyle Lowry. So I'm good with Kyle Lowry moving forward. Now, I have mentioned that I don't know about him being the starting point guard in the playoffs. That's a good argument. But I don't believe that he has to be traded or he's hurting this team. However, if you can trade Kyle Lowry and upgrade your roster, of course I would entertain the idea. I don't want to trade Tyler Hero for Dejounte Murray. If Miami Heat can come up with a package, Kyle Lowry, multiple first-round draft picks, take another player for Atlanta as a salary dump filler, and maybe you can give Atlanta Caleb Martin. So that way, what you're telling Atlanta is you're taking Kyle Lowry, whose $30 million contract's going to come off your books. He can mentor Trae Young for the rest of the season. Your guy moving forward. He can help Trae Young get better. And you get Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin is going to opt out after this season, but you can re-sign him and develop him along with Trae Young. That would be a good package for Atlanta. And of course, Miami can give Atlanta multiple first-round draft picks. So not only do they have an expiring contract, another player they can build with, but future assets as well. Chances are Atlanta doesn't take that package because I know that package would get beat by other teams. So for people that are going to be in my comments and saying, you're crazy if Atlanta takes Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, and multiple firsts. I know, but what I'm saying is I don't want to trade Tyler Hero for a Dejounte Murray. You know that's what Atlanta's going to ask for. So the point of this video, you guys, this ain't clickbait. This ain't something where I'm saying, oh, it's rumors that the Heat are going to get these guys. No, these are two players that have been recently rumored in the open market. Miami Heat's linked to both. I'm on here right now to say no, unless the package is beneficial for us. Call it lowball, whatever you want. You just heard me to describe the trade offer for Atlanta. Kyle Lowry, who's going to be off their books after this season, which is beneficial for a team moving forward and rebuilding. He also can mentor Trae Young. You got Caleb Martin you can develop with your team and multiple first-round draft picks. You put Dejounte Murray, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Look at that closing five. Need I say more? I think it would work. I think Dejounte Murray with the Heat would work. He would understand that he's doing it to win a championship. He's already got his money. He already signed that big contract. So right now it's about winning. Dejounte Murray can easily average 10 to 13 points a game. He'll up his steals average. He'll bring himself more value. He won't devalue himself coming here. He might not score as much, but he'll win. That's a big deal to players, you guys, especially for players that already have the bag. When players are trying to sign that big contract, that's more important than winning. But when you have the big contract and you win, your value shoots higher when you need to re-sign. Think about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do any of you feel that Kevin Durant, or Dejounte Murray would be a great fit for this roster? And if so, would you be willing to give up Tyler Hero for either or? I say hell no, but maybe you guys have a different opinion. You know how this channel is, you guys. I don't just bark stuff at you guys. I talk, you guys comment, I respond. We have a great debate. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Click that notification bell for all my updates. Enjoy your weekend. Have a happy new year. I got something extra for you guys tomorrow to close out 2023. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go, Heat.